can't see this, but this is the T-shirt, one of the Kobe T-shirts.
On a small table in the centre of Amity Dimmock's house sits an urn containing the ashes of her son, Kobe Dimmock Heisler.
This is my son now.
Around it are some of his keepsakes, photos and belongings.
He was a good person.
Kobe was autistic. He became angry after a fast food employee got his order wrong back in the summer of 2019.
Grandpa left Kobe. Kobe got mad, came back home, took a knife, took a hammer, and you try to freak out those adults. Like, look what I'm going to do to myself if you don't stop. And the grandfather got concerned, so he went to the office, called police.
Kobe, though, had calmed down, so the grandfather attempted to cancel the call, but police officers were already on their way.
And so he didn't specifically say, don't go in there, but he was saying you shouldn't go in there. And two of the officers just walked in the house. My son was very respectful and responsive, did what they said. And then at one point you see my son just, put his hands down into his head, starts crying. And then I'm 100% sure he got up to run out of that house.
A police report says Kobe grabbed a knife. Police responded by using tasers. 2 officers then fired 6 shots, killing Kobe.
I actually saw the last, his left arm with the last bit of life. Because I know what my son was doing. He just wanted to be left alone, and he just wanted to get out of there. And they killed him instead for no reason.
Although the police report states that the police used de-escalation tactics, Amity says the opposite was true.
You can't de-escalate an already de-escalated situation. Say his name, Kobe Heisler!
Kobe's death prompted debate as to whether police are best equipped to respond to incidents involving people with autism or those suffering mental health issues. Calls to defund the police in Minneapolis grew louder following George Floyd's death last May, with the city council moving to disband the department and replace it with a new public safety agency. Although that plan was rejected for now, the council did approve a budget that shifted $8 million from the police department to violence prevention and other programs. The movement to defund the police has made some tangible progress here in Minneapolis. For some, it's clear that shift has not gone far enough. But others disagree, saying the answer is more police, not less. Brian Peters is the executive director of the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association.
We need police. Police are good. There may be certain departments that have to look at how they're policing, but the vast majority of law enforcement across the state is doing it right. And so defunding the police, what we're seeing right now with Minneapolis having less than 200 officers, crime is through the roof.
Since Kobe's death, a police reform bill was passed so that officers now receive training on how best to deal with someone with autism.
I asked for his last load of laundry, and I will actually fold his, I don't even care, I'll fold his underwear over and over again.
Amity says further reforms are required, and she still wants justice for Kobe.
It's not just for me, all these people that are gonna see this, it's for your children and your loved ones, so it doesn't happen again.
It is the conduct of former officer Derek Chauvin, charged with killing George Floyd, that will be on trial next week. But debate over the future of policing is sure to continue long after it's over. Dan Williams, CGTN, Minneapolis.